Eric, tell your story about.
And in the meantime, we'll wait for the question.
Tell the world about the infinite knowledge of the sacred chemical that made you and Zoe, for the sake of keeping names innocent. Do Buddhaland. Tell us about Buddhaland, Eric.
Okay, so I won't tell you exactly how much I did, but it was an ultra high dose of
Heroic.
No, this makes a heroic look like nothing.
So within 15 minutes, I was already like halfway there. Like, I was looking at my hands, and Zoe was like, "Are you feeling it yet?" And I was like, "Look at your hands, motherfucker!"
Eric's getting mad, then you know it's serious.
Like,
sorry, I was trying to read.
That's the instant read.
I was trying to look for the comment.
So, within the hour, I was thousands of years in the future. Like, I watched time evolve in front of me, like years going by, and like the room evolving and organizing itself into like a superstructure. And my friend's room, like the stripper pole in his room was like the transcendental access to all of the world. Yeah, and his table had red velvet on it. It had gold etchings of the highest like artistry on it everywhere. There was a table floating in the air with the highest artistry. Same thing, velvet. The table didn't really exist. Like, there were multiple tables in the air. On the side of me, there was a mountain with every world's religion in it, like crosses and Om symbols and the star thing, Star David thing, and so I was ringing. I was like ringing in ecstasy. Like, every cell of my being was ringing in ecstasy.
Oh, orgasming together.
And my friend is upstairs, and he is also on the same dose, and he's smoking a cigarette, and this is when it first hits him. And he hears my voice go, "Om."
Now, he heard you in the physical realm, or he
heard it in his head.
Are you talking about Zoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoe. And he was upstairs.
Upstairs.
He was upstairs in a different room, and without you, like... Upstairs and outside. Really?
Yeah. And then that manifested into like a Om, and like he expanded, and his experience was like he became the consciousness that is everything. Like, he was all and everything, the God consciousness where it all comes from, and like he was experiencing multiple lives and multiple realities and all. And then he comes back down to me, and he's like, "What is that ringing? What is that? What, you hear something ringing?" And I'm like, we're like listening together, and like I can hear myself ringing, and I'm like, "Me? Like, are you talking about?" And he's like, "Are you ringing?" Like, and then I'm like, I hold the future in my hand. My ego broke down. I've like became conscious of everything. I don't remember exactly what happened. I remember he split into, he had a pharaoh head, and his body turned into white light, and it like split across the room. He was like the size of the room. We were like in the well of eternity. And like at that point, I knew everything, but I don't remember anything now.
What dose was that?
20.
Jesus Christ.